Howdy. Welcome to episode 2 of series 3 of the Bun and Beard vlog. I've just wrapped up recording the second episode of the sourdough making club. Maybe that's what I call it. Go and check that out, should be going live right about now. Now I've done that, after tidying it up, do some bike riding. Again, it is glorious outside, and today is my hardest session of the week, and I'm a bit nervous about it, so bringing you along for the ride. You're welcome. Let's tidy. Right. What am I nervous about today? Today I've got to do maximum aerobic efforts. A boatload of them. I had to do this session twice out in Calpe. Do you remember Calpe? That place we went? It was weird. Anyway, I did the session twice out there and it was really hard. It's maximal aerobic efforts, which are 2 minutes long with a 2-minute break. And you do 4 of them. That's one set. Have 10 minutes off and then you repeat the whole process again. So basically as hard as you can for 2 minutes. You're not all out of it sprinting because you've got to be able to complete the 4 reps. So it's a total of 8 minutes worth of working, but it's as hard as you can go for the 8 minutes. So it's above threshold work, it's hard. It's usually the kind of efforts that you'd utilise when kind of getting race ready. But as there are no races at the moment, we're not too worried about that. The reason good old Coach Ken set it for me is because I started the process a few weeks ago of this progression, so I might as well finish it. Here's a little look at the session of what we got. That's what it looks like. It's the Training Peaks file that Coach Ken has sent me. Thank you, Coach Ken. The reason it makes me a little bit nervous is just because I know it's hard. As soon as you complete rep 1, you're straight inside your own head of, oh God, I've got to be able to get through this another 3 times in that set and then do the whole thing again. So you just kind of build up just a tiny bit of anxiety because you know it's difficult. Nothing I can't deal with, used to it, looking forward to it in a way, but also nervous. I'm going to make it more challenging today. Let me tell you why. Today, I'm going to take all the cameras out on the hill and I'm going to try and record the reps myself as a cinematic sequence whilst riding. So what do I mean by that? I mean, I'm going to take all my cameras and place them strategically up the hill in various spots so I'm constantly riding back and forth past them, leaving them on record the whole time to capture the footage. I really want footage of riding on that hill. I don't really have anybody else that can do all the camera work for me, so I've got to do it all myself. It's a beautiful day. Today is a cracking day to do it, so why not do it? It's made slightly easier today because the national park, although it's not closed, is empty. There's nobody really here. So that means I can put the cameras in one place. I can dot the cameras around on the hill and very few people are going to pass them. I'm not really going to have to worry about them getting pinched. I hope. I say that now. We'll see. We will see. Either way, before I can do it, I need to put wheels and cranks back on the training bikes, so back on the racing bikes, because we haven't used them since Calpe, and it's nice out there today and we want to ride them because they give us such a good positive feeling when we're on them. So I'm going to go rig those up first, and then it's ride time. Come on then, let's go. You're doing the hard bit for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's not gone very well, is it?
No.
Made it out the front door. What happened?
Well, I thought I'd just forgotten how to change gear. I was like, oh, I'm pressing the wrong thing, but
Your gears aren't working?
cable snapped at some point.
In transit?
Yeah.
This big floppy thing here, somewhere inside of there, has done a little snap. I'm sorry, love.
Turbo o'clock. This is only 2 hours and 45 minutes, it's fine.
got to do 2 hour and 45 minute turbo?
Yeah.
Have you actually?
Well, I've got an hour and 45 session and then an hour Zwift. But
So you can combine it?
But actually I'll merge 20 minutes of one into the other, so...
So you got to do almost 2 hours on the turbo?
Yeah.
And start hosting an event?
2 hours 25.
If you do both of them back to back?
Yeah.
Yowzers. Alright, that sounds good. I'm going to go and ride on the hill while the sun's nice. Sorry, you can't come. I've probably got a new cable somewhere, so it's going to take me time to extract that one and put a new one in.
Yeah.
That's a job.
Bike shop's still open.
It's a job for tomorrow. Yeah, some bike shops are open. Bummer.
I was looking forward to that.
I know. Maybe go for a little wander.
Okay.
I'll see you in a bit.
I've got time.
Okay, I'll let you go.
Okay.
Right, let's start again. This has not gone well so far. We left the house, having built the bicycles, ready to go for a nice ride. Jess has got a snapped cable, so she's toppled off to the turbo trainer. Bummer. One of the batteries in one side of my power meter was dead, and then I'd over-tightened one of the bearings, so I had to loosen that off. It's a right faff. 20 minutes later, I'm now ready to go for a bike ride. Come on, let's do this. Right, so I'm halfway up the hill. The best hill around. Mamneck. You hear that? It's like nothing. There's no wind, there's no cars, there's no people. It's beautiful. That's why I've got the confidence to mount this camera on the side of the road and leave it alone for about 10-15 minutes while I'm doing my efforts. I'm going to pop it just here, looking down the track, with the GoPro parked somewhere down there. I'm going to use this ramp for my efforts that kind of continues up there. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully. My biggest fear is if someone like pulls up onto the verge to let another car pass and runs over the camera. That's the biggest danger I have right now. I think unlikely. Fresh plan, gone with a fence post. No one can run over a fence post. Yeah. Let's try this one once. Set one, done. Oh, I went off way too hard on the first one and I got it nice under control. Right, a few minutes break, roll the legs around, reposition the cameras and then go again. Halfway through. Oh, come on. How are we done? 2 sets of 4 The second one was more like 4 2/2 because of that fella. I'm looking forward to looking back at this footage and see if he was snooping around looking at the camera or not. Anyway, I'm gonna go for a little spin for 15-20 minutes, just spin the legs out. That was hard. That was really hard. As I expected after rep 1, it was like, oh god, this is gonna suck. But I got there in the end, persevered. What a beautiful evening it is. Absolutely cracking. As I say, the national park is basically shut today, so I've seen, what, about 3 cars the whole time? Home for tea. See you back home. Don't know if you can see that, but up there, trapped in the windows, poor Jessica on the turbo trainer after her bike broke. I'll see if I can fix it first thing tomorrow, so she can go out tomorrow instead. It's just started getting cold.